So our main intention was to give you simple tools which we can help you to reduce your work as a founder, as an owner, as the executive, and free your time for the tasks which you would like to do, like building a new product, changing the life of your customers, spending time with your family. And on top of this, increase the efficiency of your teams and reduce the costs. I hope it sounds good. So, today we will discuss how I saved $100K during the fundraising process and made the work of my team at least 30% more effective. I also suggest you to share this video with your team, with the product managers if they conduct the interview, with the teams who are doing the daily meetings to write down the notes or doing the fundraising process. So, moreover, all the tools which I will show you, I'm using daily. So, use AI, save time and money, work smarter, and earn more. So, let me do the short introduction. I'm Serge. I'm co-founder of Inksy.io, and we just recently crossed $2 million monthly turnover and 10K of net revenue. And we just completed the fundraising process and raised the money. I've spent almost a year on the fundraising process, and it was terribly tough. I hope probably some of you already did it. So you spend tremendous amount of time on the preparation, on the pitching, then on the summary of your pitching, like to-do lists, what have to be improved, what are the main insights, and so on and so forth. And on top of this, you need to write down the follow-up email to the investor, and it should be tailored to this particular investor. So it should be customized to it. It shouldn't be generic feedback, which also requires a lot of time. So I hired AI to do this job for me, and it helped me to save a tremendous amount of time. So all the time, partly for preparation and mainly for the summarization and sending the feedbacks, was reduced almost to zero. Same thing about the customer development. When we interview the customers, we spend a lot of money on providing the follow-ups, feedbacks, what have to do, all the to-do lists, etc. It was reduced to zero. Third use case, everyday meetings, meetings with our teams, weekly meetings with the whole company. We spend a lot of time to write down the follow-ups, to-do lists, who is responsible, who was doing what, and so on and so forth. And that's incredible amount of time. For example, as you might know, 60 to 70% of meetings are completely inefficient. Majority of people will forget what was on the meeting within an hour. The smartest ones will forget within a day. Half of the team spending their time on a meeting without a particular purpose and meaning and doing something on the background. So usually it's a waste of time. Same thing about the customer development. Usually we do not do this efficiently enough or spend too much time on this. Same about the fundraising process. So we can reduce the time dramatically to free your time and the time of your team on more relevant, more important tasks and automate those tasks and those steps which can be automated. So let me dive into how you can do that, and that is completely free of charge. So all the tools which we will use today will not require any payments and can be used by any single person. So first of all, what you should do, first of all, you should upload your videos. So I hope you actually record every single videos of your customer interviews, of your meeting with investors, of your team meetings, etc. So you have to do that. Then you have to upload it into the video on the YouTube, and I hope you can manage how to do that. It's not that hard. Second thing, you have to install Glasp.io This is the um, Chrome extension or Safari extension, depending on what you use. I use Chrome. So it will help you first to summarize and also to write the detailed texts of all your videos. We will use only the transcription. We do not need the summary because the summary is too generic. We will write down our own prompts. So the next tool which we'll use is Cloudy, Cloudy.io. Why will we use Cloudy, not ChatGPT? Because Cloudy has much more capacity. You can upload up to 5 files, 10 megabytes each, and it could be texts, PDF, CSVs, etc. And it has 150k tokens, so almost 5 times more than ChatGPT. So it means that we can give him 5 times more information. So for example, if you had like 2 hours interviews or 2 hours brainstorming session, we can put it here and get a very good result. And let me show you basically how to do that. So let's start from, I think let's start from this one. So this is the actually customer interview. So as you see here in the corner over here, this is the logo of our plugin. And what we can use and need to use is the copy transcript. So this, we press this button, go back to the Cloudy, and use our prompts, which I have prepared. And I will, of course, share it with you. It will be in the end of the newsletter, and you can copy it and use it with you and your team. So let's do that. So what we asked it is to provide the full feedback of what was on the customer interview. Like, who is this customer? What is his user persona? Where he lives? What is his job? What his main duties? And any additional information which is necessary. Then we ask him to write down the main insights from the conversation, starting from the highest priority and to the lowest priority, which can influence your product or solution. Then we ask him to write down the ideas which was proposed, then the main problems which was highlighted. And of course, we ask him to write down the main competitors which was mentioned during the interview. So as you can see, it has made the very detailed summary of our customer interview, provide a lot of insights which we can use afterwards with our team. So that's the first one. Second one is actually the brainstorming session, which I did recently. So we use it as the brainstorming session, but I have added few very interesting parts to this prompt. So first of all, we asked to make the summary. Then I asked him to write down what each speaker said and what was proposed by each single speaker. Then I asked to calculate the amount of time which each of the speakers spent and the amount of ideas which was proposed. So we can calculate who was the most productive during this brainstorming session. Moreover, I'm asking him to write down whose ideas was rejected or criticized most to find the possible problem within the team. And next, which is even more interesting, I asked to describe each one's mood and behavior during these meetings. So let's check out what will happen. So first of all, he's wrote down all the main ideas proposed. Then he wrote down what was the main ideas of each speakers. Then how many ideas was contributed. Then what amount of time was spent during the talk. So it showed that Sergey and Yelena was the most productive, contributing the most idea in the proportion to their speaking time. Misha's initial ideas was criticized by both Sergey and Elena. Tone and behavior, I was confident, persistent, pushing his ideas. Elena was methodical, analytical, and questioning. Masher was unsure at times, receptive to feedbacks. Overall, the mood was quite positive and collaborated. All three built on each other's ideas respectfully. So, as you can see, it have provided us not only the ideas, but also how efficient was every single member of the group. Who was more productive? Who was criticized? And what was the tone of voice of our discussion? Which is very important if we would like to highlight the problems before they occur. So, use AI, save time and money, work smarter, earn more. So, see you on the next week. Thank you for watching.